Lance had always had dreams. Some people may tell you that seahorses don't dream, but I'll tell you there are exceptions to every rule, and Lance was just that, an exception. His dreams varied. Sometimes they'd be happy, his favourite being the one where he'd meet a lady seahorse named Giselle, and then got pregnant. It made him feel warm and fuzzy inside. Well, that could have just been the babies, or that weird piece of seaweed he ate earlier. Other times they'd be bad, he'd be eaten by an eel, by a shark, anything higher on the food chain. Recently though, they'd been different. Recently, Lance had dreamt he was a real horse. He'd see himself doing what horses do, galloping through grassy meadows and tossing his mane in the wind. He knew this because once an equine book had landed on the sea floor. Somebody must have dropped it on the beach and had been washed away, floating till it was wet enough to sink. He daydreamed about being a trusty steed, heading out on quests to rescue fair maidens, being ridden into battle. Even dressage was a delight to Lance. You may laugh, and so did Lance at first. But as the frequency of the dream increased, so did Lance's desire to become a real horse. Lance became depressed. He moped about the seabed, floating aimlessly. He watched the other underwater dwellers. They loved their life here in the murky blue. One day, in a dreamy daze, Lance was picturing himself in a stable being saddled up for a long ride, when he realised he'd accidentally floated into a strange rocky outcrop he'd never seen before. Lance had never been one to shy away from adventure, and so he swam further. Rocks rose up on either side, encasing him. It was almost pitch black, when suddenly he came into a clearing. Lance could only stare in disbelief. There was a lionfish disguised as a lion, a parrotfish with 2 clamshells for a beak, and a starfish who had stuck tiny gems onto her body so she could glimmer like a star in the night sky. They waved as if expecting Lance's arrival. Looking further to his right, Lance noticed a small makeshift stable, and from inside, a beautiful lady seahorse appeared. I think she looks like a Giselle. Don't you?